set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Right up, go. Screen. Out. Screen.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Check, check. Lucky. Put it to Jet. Bomber. Put it to Jet. Bomber.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On second down now. Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Watch the call, though. Check, boy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now a handoff looking right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Hey, check 66. Put it, huh?
On third down, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie.
They'll run on first down. Kane. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
General, next. Check 24. Check 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Slam. Watch the slam. Dog. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Greystone traffic. Bravo. Let him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. He's crossing. He's echo. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Shoot. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. We own.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give, right side. It's Kane. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Out. 3 down. 3 down. Out. Mike 35. Mike 35. Watch the slant.
He'll drop to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back to throw now on 1st down. That one into the hands of Kane. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
left, 64, weak.
Alert three. Alert three.
Take your squeeze, get in there. Set up.
Now a give, right side. Kane. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
35's the mic. I'm coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
What we got? He's checking. Crash. Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This will be fielded at the 17. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st down, Jacksonville.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Rush in, rush in. Rush her out. Lock it. Switch, switch. Ready, go.
Now a give, right side. Kane. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
I got you. I got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 11. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Ready up. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3-2-18. Chopper, chopper. Leo, zoom, fellas, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Back to throw. Finding room at the 30. Sharks got it left side. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On the ready. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Strong 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
On first down, it's Kane, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Kane. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Down to Luke. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Dancing to his left. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. To Mike. 50 to Poker. Watch the run.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Here we go.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 9 now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He completes this one to Mack. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check 3, check the ceiling. Go on.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah, let's get set. Yep. Check safety. Hey, check, let him.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the screen.
They'll try the left side. It's Kane. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Red. 18 Gator. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Go. Wide. Move. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Ready, go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
That's track. Hey, check Mike 21. Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch it. Switch it. Come on. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no.
So for the Giants, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.